Hello, my name is Riley O'Connor and I'm from the Windsor High School Axis STEM Academy. And I am here to present my instrument, which I like to call the inspiration for my musical instrument, were the xylophone and the player piano. For the framework, what we did was we cut various pieces of 2x4 by measuring out four 20-inch pieces and three 17-inch pieces. Then what we did was we built the base by combining the two 20s on as the side and then the 17 connecting the two of them. And then we repeated the process with the three pieces right there. Moving on to the copper bar. The copper bar, what we did was we cut it in order to make it fit the actual framework itself. And we made sure there was two of them in order to give a more stable foundation to the hammers. The hammers, which are the moving part of this instrument, consists of a screw washer and three rubber bands, giving it a solid foundation and allowing it to generate enough force to produce a chime sound. Moving on, we have the dowel. What we did with this was we drilled a hole into the framework and made sure to put it in front of all the chimes. The dowel's main purpose for this design is to make it so that the chimes don't move forward after they're hit, because when they're hit they want to sway back and forth. The dowel will keep it from going forward and makes it stop back at a neutral position. Moving on, each one of these chimes was cut from 3/4 inch copper tubing, while the tubes up there were only 1/2 inch. What we did was we measured it out starting at 5 inches and moving all the way down to 12. Then over here you find a screw with some string attached to it. What the string does is it's tied into each one of the chimes, thus spacing it at around 1 inch apart. And because of that, they have room to sway and generate their own noise. Then finally, we have this metal bar right here. That metal bar is in fact a coat hanger that has been inserted through the same area as the string in order to help keep the chimes straight and level with each other in order to produce a more clear quality sound. Throughout the course of my projects, I had a few Edison moments that really stumped me throughout the project. At first, when I was first designing the project, instead of copper water pipes, I first thought, why don't I use PVC pipe? But then I found out that PVC pipe doesn't have that clear ring sound that the metallic copper does. So it just was like a clink, and it wouldn't produce the sound qualities I needed. So I had to scrap that. My second Edison moment would happen to be my player piano part. As I said earlier, the player piano was one of my biggest inspirations, so I decided to take a Pilacore that was 4 inches and tried to make a rotating movable part. So how this would have worked was I would drill it in the framework and there'd be a crank. And as I turned the crank, the screws would go and bang on the copper piping, thus creating the sounds while at a controlled cranking pace played the entire song Happy Birthday, because the nails would already have it pre-coded into the Pilacore. The reason why the automated player piano idea did not work was because the diameter of the Pilacore was too small. It did not provide enough space or nail room in order to produce the entire song Happy Birthday. Thus, I had to scrap the idea, and that led to the current idea that I am using for this project. I hope you found my project interesting. Thank you for your time. And now I present to you my version of Happy Birthday.